Welcome back to Element Mechanical, and in today's episode we're going to do a wee bit of a product review. Normally I wouldn't use this kind of machine on this car, being that it's 19-year-old. I'd probably use it on my newer cars, customers' cars and stuff like that. I'll be honest with you, because this car doesn't have a depollution filter, plus the EGR's mapped out of it. So we don't really have them kind of things on this car. But having said that, it is an 8 by 4 scanner. So I believe it does do DPF regen and oil reset and a few other things as well, you know. I would have to have a look. So first of all, I'll continue to take it out of the box and show you what I'm actually trying to show you. Right, so it comes in this box. Quite a 5-inch tablet, style, scanner, easy work. Right, crack on. Let's see what we've got. Now, I have actually already had this out because I charged it up. So there's the scanner itself. Obviously it's not turned on at the moment. There's the instruction booklet, which I have read. Can't just remember off the top of my head whether it does. I'm sure it does DPF regen. I'm not sure about injectors. I'm sure I've read somewhere something about injection. So I believe it does do that as well. So and what you've actually got here is your OBD2 lead, which plugs in there. Very straightforward, simple. Also comes with USB to C connector for charging up. I shall turn on the machine. Bear my sound. Nice bright screen. So that's all plus things. We'll put this back on the box. I wonder if my lovely assistant will hold it for me. Our camera woman. So, right. So once it, excuse me, spit the words out. Be a bit of a no-nonsense review, to be fair. Because normally I'd scan any Audi that I've got or Volkswagen I've got with Rostex VCDS software there. But the likes of that, Hyundais and MGs and all that, I would use the top-down BT800. Now, this tool, I believe, is £180 with a £30 discount. Bringing it in, I think, £159, I believe. So there you go. You've got system 4, so it does ABS, supplementary restraint system, ECM, TCM, and then the software, oil, brakes, SAS. Right, okay. So now cancel them up because I actually wanted to show you that bit. I'm now going to plug in this lead here into the back of it, and then we'll continue from there. Now, I have done all the updates. There was quite a few updates. It should actually be connected to my router as well, but I'm quite far away from my house, so we may have to move. I believe it is connected to my router. Just give me a second. Turn it on. Yeah, we are connected there to the router. So, because the other thing I did notice will connect onto the old interweb. So, if you don't know much about, bear with me a second while I plug this into my diagnostics port, which is in a really awkward place in these things. Oh, bear with me 2 seconds. And this is a cabled one, whereas the top down BT800 is Bluetooth. No, so that's the only thing I would say about this. But in some cases, the Bluetooth ones can be quite slow to connect. That's what I have noticed about the BT800. Most times, to be fair, it is quite quick. So I'm just going to get rid of that. You see we've got 13 volts at the moment in the battery. I shall turn the key on. So the key is now on. And I'm just going to go into, well, maintenance. No point in going into it because I don't have anything on. Give me 2 seconds till I turn this down. I'm just going to go into my OBD2, see if there's any codes. As far as I'm aware, there's no codes in this car. Did the last scan it with VCDS. Oh, there's another thing, I need to change the clock on it. I haven't changed the clock. There is a clock on it, so I suppose that's quite handy. It's actually going through all the OBD2 at the moment settings. Oh, it's failed on that, failed on all them, failed on them, failed on that one. I think this is KP800, I believe. If I remember rightly. So, right over there, identification number. No. It's not spark ignition, so I'm going to end that and just go diagnostics. Right, we've got auto search right there, so it's now auto searching for my VIN number. And when it hits the VIN, it should pick it up. It might not. This car's 19-year-old, so I might have to do it manually. Seems quite a solid machine, right? So it didn't find it. Right, so that's okay because I'm not going to put the VIN number in. I'm going to go Audi. It's going to go. Oh right, it's an Audi. Excuse the noise of the stereo. I'll turn that off. Now it's communicating with the vehicle. And we're just going to do, now I can do several ones here, right? I'm just going to do a health report on the vehicle. Well, it's several, let's say several, there's 3 different types of scan that I could do there. So, right, so this shouldn't take that long. Oh, we have something, engine electronics. So, we have a fault there. Don't know what that'll be. What's it going to tell me what's wrong with this thing? I haven't got an EGR. I know that. I have one fitted, but it's not in use. It's mapped out. This is a remapped ECU on it. That's, to be honest, I mean, you'll probably get a better video of me in the future as into the brakes, ABS at the moment. Electronics, everything, but ABS has come back good. So, airbags apparently have 3 faults at 83%. It's taken 1 minute 20 seconds, just over it. Kind of expect that anyway. The normal computer I've got for the laptop, rather, for doing the VCDS test, to check all the modules in this car would take me about 4 minutes. There we go. So, basically, we have engine electronics. I wonder if that's going to bring up the one fault code that's for the engine mount solenoid on that side. Yep. Read DTC. Yep, there we go. Engine mount. Right, so this takes you straight to Google. I don't really want to sign in at the moment, so I'm just going to accept all and go. I know exactly what that error is, by the way. That's just a generic code, P1586. The error code for it is it's a short to ground, it's a broken wire. It's a hydraulic engine mount that's on this thing, and I think it got broken when we did the subframe on it. So it pulls up Google, so you can have a look there, see. See, there's another one. What does it mean? Yeah. So we'll go back out of that because that really bears no relevance. I can clear that fault code. I know what it is. It'll come back again. It'll still be there. See, still there. Boom. Go back. Read stream data. No, I don't want to do that. So I'm just getting back out of that. So 12.3. I'm going to start the thing up, give it a bit more voltage, because I don't tend to like to leave my car drop down. You'll notice the voltage jump up to 14.7. That means I got a good alternator. Now, airbags, it's going to say pretensioners and possibly driver's side, front crash sensor. These are all ones I know about. Doesn't matter. I don't want to get hit in the face with a 19-year-old airbag anyway, so they've all been bypassed, right? So there's the airbags done, and we can clear fault codes, because side airbag, igniter, front passenger side. So that's that side. But I know what that one is. I know what they all are. I'm going to be honest with you. I know there's airbag faults in this car. Totally honest with you, it's down there. There's a sensor, and the sensor itself is necked. But as I say, I don't want to be hit in the face with a 18-year-old airbag. So far so good. This tool seems to be pretty good. Like brakes, I'm going to have a look at that. It's also showing the voltage when the brakes is. That's just, now that happens with my as soon as we enter the brakes at all the lights come up. That's part number, USB. There's no fault codes. No fault codes. Go back. So one other thing I did read that this thing can do. I'm going back out the module at the moment. Bear with me a second. One other thing that I did read that it could do, that was to shut up, you stupid fool. That was to bleed the ABS pump. So that's quite handy if it'll do that, you know. Yep, I'm going to exit that. 2 seconds, we'll have a look at the system scan a second. Well, it's CAN gateway, this car, so. But this, I believe, this car uses quite 2 different, it's the same as that one over there. Uses 2 different types of CAN gateway. CAN gateway is not applicable to this car, please. It actually is, but don't worry about that. a lot of what this car, you see, you see, if we go in here, you can see it. Fuel supply. I'm just wanting to know if it will give me live data on it. Because if it does, this would be super handy. Some tools, like, I have an Autel one, right? Really good machine. Gives me live data. Now this test can be done with the engine running or just ignition on. Sometimes I just prefer to have the ignition on with the engine running, because I don't want to put the battery flat. Communication error with the ECU, confirm whether the vehicle was equipped with. We're just going to go back out of that. Yes, go with that. I don't have a brake button, brake booster, diesel pump electronics. See, there's quite a lot in it, to be fair. Right, so, and that is just your basic system scan. That's what I've done already. And scanning the engine. The only fault, as I say, we've already found in the engine is that fault with it's a manual in this thing. It's not an automatic, so doesn't have a depollution filter, doesn't have an EGR valve. It does have one, but it's mapped out of the system. This is scanning electronics for the transmission. There isn't anything on it, it's just the brakes for traction control. That's it. For traction control, that's why that's making that noise. Normally the other thing too that you'll find with these things, especially if you're using Rostec's tool, VCDS, is that may take longer to do, but it will scan individual modules like the door modules, everything. This isn't scanning door modules, anything like that. This is purely scanning the engine, the airbags, the ABS, the traction control system. Okay, so we go into that. It says it's equipped with engine electronics, which it is. We went with the fault code, and there we go. We've got the engine mounting, short degree, which I know about anyway. And as I say, I'm sure the fault is there from when we did the subframe. So I'm just going to end that session there and go back to the home page. Right, as you can see here, we have American, European, Asian, Chinese, and then we have upgrade. Now this machine is the, hang on a second, I believe it is the KINGBOLEN S600, and it comes with lifetime updates. So, and even here, right, I believe there is 2 scans there. There we go, 2 scans. 2 scans, 2 Audi scans. One was at 20+5. One was at, yeah, there you go, that may be right. 9:02 in the morning, I don't know, can't remember. Various different cars. We got Audi, Bath, Acura, Alfa Romeo, Aston Martin. Never heard of that vehicle. Never heard of that vehicle. Never heard of that vehicle. Bentley, BMW. Never heard of that vehicle. Bugatti, Buick. So there's quite a list of vehicles there. Iveco. So I assume being Iveco, it'll be doing trucks as well, I would have thought. So that's quite a good one, if it does trucks. Didn't see Mitsubishi there. Do you see Mitsubishi? Wait a minute, well, look in there. There we go. Alright, Mitsubishi. So, so, that's good. There we go, all the Chinese vehicles as well. MG. So that's quite good. And American. So what we got there? Buick, Chrysler, Cadillac, Lincoln. Isn't a Lincoln just a Ford? I don't know, I'm not really but anyway, as I say, gonna go back like that. So we're going to diagnostics, repair info. We've got the OBD2 library, so you can search your fault codes. Coverage, I would imagine this will just list all the vehicles that it actually covers. Commercials, so just hit all. So what we'll see, hang on a second, I'll put what? Video, wonder what that is. No, we haven't got video on anything, so files is for screenshots, I'm assuming. There you go, quick entry. I'll just take you back into my file for this car, I would have thought. Anyway, don't want to do that. So end the session. Okay, because I don't want to do that, I've been there already. Maintenance. There you go, bleed brakes, DPF. Right, don't have a DPF in this vehicle. So it's, you can do a DPF regen with this machine. That's very handy. I'm interested to know if it actually has yep, so it's all there for all vehicles. Don't have a DPF on this vehicle. No, oil change, I would imagine. Maintenance reset. This one's had an oil change in July of last year and was reset then, so another handy thing to have. I'm not going to reset it again, so no need to, but I will give you updates on this machine and how I think it's going. I'm just taking you through basically what I think of it at the moment. And to be fair, for the money, what, 159 quid? That's for the £30 off at the moment. It's as good as the operator. With the traction control. So that was TPM reset. Well, I don't want to do that right now, so battery matching. Well, I've got a brand new battery on this thing. I put a brand new battery on this thing last year. Yeah. Also, I'll get an error for that anyway, because it's not on it. Brake reset, so that'll be for the electronic brake switch. I would imagine it would probably wind back electronic pistons as well, which isn't on this vehicle, so I'm not even going to go into that, but there you go. This is a manual handbrake. So, what more can I say other than, yeah, seems to be a good enough machine. Settings, screenshots, photos. Oh, I forgot to add that you can actually put, I have it set on Imperial, you can actually put an SD card in it as well, so if you want to store things on the SD, you can do that also. Updates, I don't think I've got, oh wait a minute, there's 5 updates, so one for Ford, Subaru, Mercedes, Mazda. That's one that did upgrade the other day, so, but anyway, I'm not going to do that today. So, more or less, what do I think of the KINGBOLEN S600? Well, I'm going to be completely honest with you. For the money, yeah, seems to be a good tool. I'll let you know further in the future about the tool itself, what I think with reference to you know, on newer cars and that, because I'll use it on a newer car, just to see what it's giving me back, maybe do a DPF regen or something with it, to see how we get on there, and I'll let you know. And if I find it any more along the lines, I'll maybe even do another wee video on it. Okay, so first opinions on the old KINGBOLEN S600. Yeah, decent enough machine. It's got the bleeder on it there. It's got the service reset, DPF, oil reset, brakes. You know, yeah, it's worth the money. Yeah, to be fair. I mean, there's probably guys out there that are a lot more sort of, you know, I'm going to be totally honest, into their diagnostics machines and all that. What I generally use them for, I'm going to be honest, is for scanning the system, finding what's wrong with it, changing the part, and then clearing the code. Or say the injectors go, but not for this car obviously, because I have other software for that. I normally use the top down, you know, BT 800, and yeah, that's good too. I don't know if this is as good as the BT 800. The 800 is Bluetooth, has the benefactor of being Bluetooth. By the way, I'm not being paid to talk about this machine in any shape or form. I've just got they give me a free machine, you know. So out of it all, I've got a machine that, you know, you don't really tell me a lot about my own car, but hey, with reference to customers' cars, might be handy, might not be handy, but on first opinions, yeah, it's good, you know. It's good, and buy it yourselves, see what you think of it, leave us a comment if there's things you think, you know, maybe I didn't check, you know, that you'd like to see. Obviously this car's 19-year-old, so there's things I can't check on this car because it's 19-year-old. Not with this machine. I can with other machines, you know, with the people we call it VAGCOM. Some people call it the, you know, I'd call it VCDS. because that's what I know it as from from Rostec. It's the best tool I've come across for Volkswagen Audi. It's expensive, but to be fair, I have 2 Volkswagens, I have 2 Audis. A lot of my work, is Audi work or Volkswagen orientated. I have done Land Rover stuff. I watched a Land Rover review earlier on, where the man was using the P-Scan, I believe. Quite a good kit. Worth having, I would say myself, if we had a Land Rover. Watched him clear codes and such like. I'm gonna be straight up with you. The machine itself, it's a decent enough machine. It reminds me very much of the launch machine now, and that was a very capable little machine. I had a friend who had one. It was a capable little machine, did exactly what we wanted to do. So I will test it on some newer vehicles. As I say, I don't have anything here at the moment that's any newer than 19-year-old. It's sod's law when you want something or some customer to come along with a vehicle that has something wrong with it, it won't happen. I mean, it's just a way of it. But there you go. That's the KINGBOLEN S600. Even giving you the battery voltage there with the key turned off, 13.6 volts in the battery. So if you like that video, leave a thumbs up. I'll probably set this as a premiere so you can ask me questions, and I'll leave the link for them so that you can go in, and if you're into buying one of these things, you can buy it. It is quite a robust, machine. I mean, it's, you could certainly get a bit of, stick. I wouldn't be scared about chucking it down the seat or anything like that. I mean, I wouldn't chuck it around the car park, but I mean, you know what I mean. So, as I say, just sees what you thinks. If you likes the video, leave me a like. If not, jog on. Right? Okay? And we'll see you all in the next one. Thanks very much.